It's the Subway NFL postgame show on CBSSports.com, and Indianapolis plays without 5 starters, and what a surprise. They win the same way they do every other week, 33-14, and the Colts' 12 consecutive victory at home. That sets a franchise record. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz alongside NFL.com's Pat Kirwan and CBS Sports' Charley Casserly. And, guys, 5 starters, no Adai, no Harrison, and the offense just keeps moving along. Charlie, I mean, people are giving all this credit to New England, but Indianapolis is defending champs, and they're just as good.
Hey, they're undefeated. What more can you ask? Peyton Manning is the key to this football team. I don't know how many times you have to say it because everyone understands. But why is he the key? Because they have an offensive system that he totally understands. He can find the people open continually because he's the best at the game at reading defenses. He goes to the second receiver, he goes to the third receiver, and he does that faster than anybody in football. Look at the running game today. Why is it successful? Kenton Keith. I had to look at my notes to make sure I had the name right. It could be Keith Kenton. It doesn't make any difference who they put in there. They spread people out. Anybody could rush for 100 yards with that offense there. Just make sure Peyton Manning shows up for every game, and you're going to be in the playoffs.
That's not true. You told me I could only run for 90. So not anybody can run for 100 against with Peyton.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, but you might fall forward for the extra 10. I don't know.
Or roll, depending how hard I got hit. This Indianapolis defense on the other side. Charlie and I were talking about it while watching the game. I mean, at home, they seem to play so much better. They're very good in general, but they seem to play so much better.
Well, Charlie started with they lost Booger McFarland, who we thought was going to be the mainstay inside, and without him, they would deteriorate against the inside power run game. That's not the case. You know that Gruden and the Tampa Bay Bucks, they want to run the football. 17 yards rushing today. And they lost their second running back in Pittman. But what we see when you watch the Colt defense is pursuit. They play on defense so fast. And I think the secondary in Indianapolis every year gets better because they confront Peyton Manning on a regular basis in drills and practice and everything else. So they look like they can jump past everything else. You know, they did a very nice job both sides of the ball. I'm not going to agree with you, though, that they're as good as the Patriots.
I didn't say they are as good. I'm just saying.
I heard you say that.
I may have mentioned it a little bit, but they are.
He was misquoted. It's his show.
They do. Wait a minute. They do get to meet, though, so we will see that game down the stretch. So that is something. We'll see who is better later on, and then maybe see it again in the AFC Championship game. You mentioned the fact that Michael Pittman is out. We'll have to see how long he's out. We know that Cadillac Williams is done for the year, and his injury very serious as well. So they're left with Ernest Graham and a fullback as his backup. I mean, what does Tampa do there?
Well, I think you got to look at people's practice squads now, and this is the type of year. Charlie might agree with you or not agree with you, but the kid that is in Indianapolis, he was in Canada last year, so go find a back. You can't find one there, but the practice squads at this time of the year, you've got guys that are in football shape. They've been practicing every day, and you're allowed to take players off other people's practice squads. Who wouldn't want to go play for the Tampa Bay Bucks, who are, by the way,
3-2.
Still in first
yes,
place.
They are 3-2, which is a positive, Charlie, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Absolutely, and the other positive is, guess what? Atlanta and Carolina still have to play Indianapolis. So really, you may be tied with Carolina. You're actually a game ahead of them because I don't think they'll beat Indianapolis either.
Probably not. And you mentioned the fact that there are running backs out there. Ricky Williams may be back sometime soon, so possibly in a Tampa Bay uniform.
He said running backs.
Oh, okay.
You said Ricky Williams.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that he's out there. That's it for the NFL postgame show
you for Charlie
on
there.
CBSSports.com. Check out everything else in Week 5 on CBSSports.com and all over the CBS Audience Network. For Pat Kirwan and Charley Casserly, we'll see you next week. Take care, folks.